The reason I wanted to open the Jerusalem Sober House was because I was working on the streets with the kids, with the guys who had no place else to go. Some of them needed rehab, some of them needed a halfway house, some of them needed whatever. But there was no place that could fully encompass everything that was needed and turn it into like a surrogate family, turn it into a place where they can learn how to live life in a sober, healthy manner and do it within the ability to decide where they wanted to go. The reason why I want to work with addicts is very simple. I'm a drug addict myself, and my life was saved by another addict. And when I tried to say, how can I repay you, he said to me, pay it forward. As an addict in recovery, I remember that when I was using, the worst feeling in the world was the loneliness that I felt, and there was nothing that could take me out of it.
I felt alone. Always. I was with people, wasn't with people. I always felt different and alone.
Well, you know, I never really felt that I fit in anywhere. I felt like very alone and isolated.
They'll have a loving family, they'll have a loving community, kind, you know, but very often we just feel like we don't belong.
When I found drugs, I finally found a place that I felt comfortable.
And using drugs and alcohol really made me feel connected to the group that I was trying to connect to.
And I didn't realize I was addicted. I thought I was just trying to bury the emotion. I was very aware that I was trying to bury the emotions I was dealing with. It was only about 9-10 months later that I realized I was addicted.
At the Jerusalem Sober House, we take a very unique approach to treatment in that we include trauma-based services. And the reason that we do this is because we believe that most people who enter the cycle of addiction have had some traumatic experiences in their lifetime.
You know, at the beginning it was fun, it was exciting, it was really an experience, but eventually it became very isolating and sad and depressing. You know, I was stuck doing this thing that I didn't want to do anymore.
In my addiction, I did things that I never thought I was capable of. It took me to places that were very bad, and I realized I really needed help.
I simply just view every guy as a puzzle, you know, and like, what's the best way to put it together? And what happens is at the end is that you get this beautiful picture where he goes and does the same things that I taught him here, like paying it forward, doing service, going to meetings, like living a beautiful, healthy life.
To me, the most important part of this program is the family atmosphere. It was one of Mike's dreams to really build this place like a family, and it really is.
I designed it to be a family-based type program where the guys would then help each other out in each and everything. And as like the so-called father of the program, that's exactly how I envisioned my role. Here at the Jerusalem Sober House, we have a program that's based on the 12-step model. The idea being is the 12 steps has saved more lives than any other method when it comes to addiction in the world. It saved my life, and I know it works, so hence I teach it over to those that are in my house.
The Jerusalem Sober House offers a unique form of addictions recovery treatment. Again, it is steeped in AA and NA, and there's 12 steps, but we also bring an approach which realizes that everyone has resiliency in them. It's not a special trait.
During my individual case management sessions with residents, very often it's the first time that they're having the ability to sit in a room with somebody and really express their aspirations, their dreams, their desires, their wants in a non-judgmental place to somebody who's really working with them to reach and strive for more.
There was a lot of unconditional love given by the staff and by the guys I met when I came to the house.
You know, and they were very, very loving and very caring, but at the same time very motivating to grow. You know, it wasn't something that was easy for me, but it worked for me.
Gotten to where I was if it wasn't for Mike, honestly. He has a very different approach to therapy than a lot of people, but it was what I needed. It was much more hands-on. He pushed me to get out the stuff I needed to get out.
Here we not only provide one-on-one therapy for the residents, but also group therapy. The three main groups that are given in the house are relapse prevention, psychoeducation on addiction, as well as psychotherapy.
The focus of the Jerusalem Sober House is clearly recovery, but also leading to a productive life and a meaningful member in the community that they choose to go to.
Today things are really amazing, you know, really a totally different change.
I just finished my Army service for 2 years where I was a commander and I had people who trusted me with their lives.
And so I'm going to be getting married soon, I have a successful job, a place to live. You know, just everything is different. My value system is different. The whole way I view life is different. The way I view myself.
My life's unrecognizable now. I'm engaged to a girl who, her family loves me and respects me.
I never dreamt that I would ever achieve anything close to where I am today. And I could not have gotten here without the help of Big Mike and the Jerusalem Sober House.
There's really this beautiful give and take between the staff and the residents when it comes to recovery that really builds this loving and strong bond and relationship between the staff and the residents.
So that when they're here, they learn how to have that relationship with other people, and then afterwards, after they leave, they continue with the relationships that they've already built.
I personally get a lot of admiration to seeing all of the residents start to fulfill their potential in this window of time of recovery.
My favorite part about working at the Jerusalem Sober House is the ability that I have to give back to people that which was freely given to me, and to really watch people put their lives back together and to grow and become the amazing people they are today.